Hello everyone, welcome to MMODen's Daily News Update for Tuesday, November 20th, 2012. We're going to jump right into it. Lots of big stuff to cover. First of all, MechWarrior Online, the free MMO FPS mech game. Basically, they added an all-new mech for players to start saving up for and start blasting away with. This all-new Cataphract, which basically, this may not be new for a lot of you guys who are kind of versed in the MechWarrior universe, but for the MechWarrior Online universe, it's all brand new. Going to cost you about $5 million and up to save up just your normal CBs. So pretty big purchase there. But as far as that, it's adding to the arsenal of heavy mechs that are available in the game. A lot of different options. You've got a lot of different loadouts and stuff. So you've got 4 different ones, just like a lot of the other mechs. So you kind of want to pay attention and figure out exactly which one of those mechs you're going to want. Additionally, with today's update, there's also been the addition of an all-new Beagle Active Probe, which increases the sensor range by up to 25%. This gives faster targeting level acquisition by 25% and also a few other little things. There's also been the addition of 2 new modules. The Backface Target Retention module, which basically exactly what it sounds like, allows you to keep your enemy on your radar if he jumps behind you and he's within 200 meters. There's also a new Sensor Range module, our Central Range Booster Pilot module, and this increases the sensor range by about 15%. So these additions also come with a handful of fixes and balances to the game, so definitely stuff that a lot of players have been looking forward to seeing get fixed and added to the game. Now next up we've got Rappelz, which is the long-running free MMORPG. It launches Epic 8 Onslaught, and this is the latest in a slew of updates. Obviously this is Epic 8, so we've got a lot of updates that have been coming to the game, but it adds a bunch of new content. There's 5 all-new bosses to do battle with and tame, so you can tame those bosses while you do battle with them. There's also an all-new PvP battle arena that came out with this update and has several different modes of PvP gameplay available. Team Deathmatch, Domination, and King of the Hill. All pretty much exactly what you think they are. Pretty simple stuff, a lot of stuff you see in a lot of other PvP games themselves. You'll also find that your equipment can now be improved with an all-new awakening system. And with that awakening system, it's going to make it easy for players to add additional stats to their weapons. But understand that there's also risks, because when you go to add new stats to those weapons, you could be adding negative stats as well. Now you can remove those, but you gotta get yourself a little item that you can remove those with. Now also with this, big one that a lot of people complain about and want to see is the addition of the WASD movement controls. So that's a pretty big one. You know, that's very common for a lot of MMORPGs out there. So it's nice to see that Rappelz has finally added that into the game. Now there's a lot of other changes and additions that can also be found with this latest update. So you can read the full press release over at MMODen.com and check out everything that's changed. Now next on our list is we've got Night Age. And Night Age has added a bunch of stuff. We actually kind of highlighted a lot of this stuff last week, that there were going to be a bunch of major updates. And the big one is that they surprised fans with a bunch of additional things to the update that launched today. Now, the main thing that came out with this update is pretty simple. The level cap went from 35 to 42. There's a new map, a new dungeon. And now with that, you also are getting 2 additional mounts that were unannounced prior to this, and a new field boss. Now those 2 additional mounts are a big-eyed pink hippo and also a 3-horned triceratops. And they're rare drops that can come from different dungeons. One of those coming from the new dungeon that just was released today. Also a new field boss has been added, the Helphatchee. And he roams through the forest, just basically waiting for you guys to come up, find him, and take him down. Now, if you take him down, the great thing is he's also going to have the game's highest end weapon drops available. So you're going to want to go out, look for him, and see if you can't challenge him to a duel, take him out. So next on our list is we've got RuneScape's latest update, and this is a big one. This is basically them revamping their entire system. the evolution of combat system has been added to the game world, which basically, like I said, it revamps everything. This is after 6 months of rigorous testing, and the changes essentially is that abilities are now replacing special attacks on weapons. You have adrenaline, which now accumulates as you auto-attack your enemy, and then you can spend that adrenaline on more powerful attacks, which is kind of cool. Then you've got an all-new action bar, which basically gives you an all-new space to add skills and things like that that you can quickly access with just keystrokes in the user interface, which is a really cool addition if you ask me. Armor now also affects your character's maximum life points, so you're going to want to gear up with the best armor possible. You've also got, this is a big one as well, is players are now able to dual wield weapons. So pretty cool that you can now dual wield. Now, with those, there's also a bunch of other smaller updates, but we're not going to detail all of those here. We do have the full press release over at MMODen.com that you can read all of that stuff and read all those details. Now let's move on to the only new released games for today, which, you know, we've kind of had a little dry spell of new releases in the free-to-play market. So seeing that we've got 2 new releases that hit the market today is pretty cool. The first one is RaiderZ, and that's the free monster hunting MMORPG from Perfect World Entertainment in North America and from Gameforge in Europe. So you kind of want to pay attention because there are different game companies running the different localization of it. Now today it moved from open beta into full launch. It also meant the end of the Halloween event and the launch of the new winter event, which is pretty funny because I thought it was interesting, you know, running around last week in all my Halloween gear. So it's going to be nice to see kind of all that stuff disappear. Also with today's launch comes the announcement of update 1.1. Now it didn't arrive today, but it's coming in early 2013, so I'm sure we can expect all new monsters for us to hunt, all new quests, all new gear to craft, all of that good stuff. As you know, the crafting system is really a big part of the game and a big part of how you get your most powerful gear. So don't think that just because the game is now launched that the devs are sitting back on their butts and not preparing you guys for all new content. So look out. We got a bunch of new stuff coming early in 2013 from RaiderZ. Now, last but certainly not least, I know this is the big one for you guys. Planetside 2 launched today, and this is the high-action MMO FPS from Sony Online Entertainment. This is now available not only in North America but also in Europe. And if you don't know too much, basically what happens is you join the game, you're going to enlist in one of 3 empires, and basically each of those empires are doing battle to control the world that you're on, or the planet of Araxis. And this game is already winning awards all over the place in kind of the pre-launch phase that all these different companies or all these different award companies are seeing the game. They're already awarding the game with all kinds of different stuff, and you're going to find a whole new game experience out there that you've never seen before. And the reason I say that is essentially you're going to be able to do battle by air or land, inside of vehicles, hand-to-hand combat. Obviously, you're going to have tons of guns. But the really big thing about the game is that you're in these massive environments, and you're actually doing battle with thousands of players in the 3 different factions in these massive environments. So the intensity is super, super high in the game. You've got stuff going on all over the place at all times. So if you haven't looked at Planetside 2, we're going to have a brand new launch gameplay trailer up on the MMODen YouTube channel here shortly. And we will also be, now that the game is launched, we will also be doing live streams on Twitch TV. So come on over, join our live streams, join our clan, join the outfit that we've got going over in Planetside 2 for MMODen followers and subscribers. Now that is all for today, but as I said in some of the other bit of information, if you want more info on any of these titles, head on over to MMODen.com and you'll find all kinds of deeper information on all of these announcements. And don't forget to come check out my live streaming on Twitch TV at twitch.tv/MMODen. And each day that you come and participate in chat, you will earn a chance to win one of our weekly prizes. For now, this is Limpy for MMODen, and as usual, till next time, thanks for watching.